Friends, welcome. This is an additional lesson for the 4Men Mastery, not part of the main course, but something that can powerfully complement it and multiply your results by 5, giving you a completely new life experience. The challenge I want to offer you today is called 4Men Mastery Mode, the path of self-development. Let me start with an analogy to make it immediately clear what we're talking about. Imagine these 21 days are your preparation for the most important event of your life. One where you are fighting for your freedom. How would you spend them? Would you relax, scroll, get distracted, and go about things as usual? Or would you mobilize every ounce of strength, focus, and energy you have and direct it all toward one thing, preparing yourself to step in and get what you want? That freedom is exactly what I am offering you the chance to claim. So let's talk about what 4Men Mastery Mode actually is, why it matters, and how to implement it. The reason why always comes first. Because if your why is strong enough, you'll find the how and the when on your own. So, why do you need this mode and what will it give you? The first thing it gives you is focus. Whatever your goal is right now, a project, an income level, a mission you want to pursue, this mode will help you concentrate all your strength on it and execute an explosive sprint in that direction. You'll feel, perhaps for the first time, what it's like to stop scattering your attention across 10 things at once and instead lock in completely on one. That's what deep work feels like, and it starts with focus. The second thing is discipline. When you consciously remove distractions from your life for 21 days, discipline stops being a battle of willpower and becomes almost automatic. There is simply nothing pulling you off course. You'll be surprised to find yourself doing consistently what before you could only manage for 2 or 3 days before giving up. That consistency compounds fast. The third thing is energy. When focus improves and discipline follows, you start seeing real daily progress, and that progress generates satisfaction. Satisfaction generates energy. If before you were running out of steam by noon, during these 21 days, you'll find yourself full of energy well into the evening, still wanting to work, move, create, or simply go for a long walk and think. It's a completely different way of living. The fourth thing is mission clarity. If your mind has been foggy, wanting this, wanting that, pulled in different directions, these 21 days give you the conditions to see your mission clearly. Not something you kind of want, but something you are ready to pour yourself into entirely. Because when unnecessary noise is removed, your mind stops focusing on what everyone else is doing and turns inward toward what you actually want to build. That clarity alone can change everything. The fifth thing is that abstinence becomes easier and more powerful. This is a core element of the mode. When you are practicing abstinence, something accumulates inside you, a raw masculine energy that builds with each passing day instead of being wasted. On a deep biological level, one of your strongest internal drivers is the continuation of your lineage, the urge to stand out, achieve, move forward, and matter. When you satisfy that drive artificially through porn or endless chasing, you discharge it into nothing. When you hold it and channel it toward your mission instead, it becomes fuel. You stop putting women on a pedestal. You stop obsessing over what she thought of you. Your energy has somewhere more important to go. The sixth thing is momentum. Momentum is perhaps the most underrated force in self-development. It's the difference between a train that can't be stopped and a person who takes one step forward, gets distracted, takes half a step back, stagnates, and repeats the cycle indefinitely. In 4Men Mastery Mode, you have 21 uninterrupted days to build momentum in the area that matters most to you. Your business, your project, your craft, your life reset. No distractions breaking the chain. No wasted days pulling you backward. Just consistent forward motion that gets harder and harder to stop the longer it continues. Now let's talk about how this mode works in practice, what you remove and what you add. Starting with what you remove. The first thing to remove is social media and entertainment content. All of it. The aimless scrolling, the feeds, the short videos, the television series, the passive consumption of other people's lives. Any media that exists to amuse, distract, or capture your attention rather than genuinely serve your growth, eliminate it for these 21 days. If your work genuinely requires social media, then minimize it as much as possible. Hide notifications, mute stories, remove anything that isn't strictly professional. But wherever you can cut it entirely, do so. The second thing to remove is video games, on your phone, your computer, your console, anywhere. If you've been using games as a way to relax and decompress, I understand, but for these 21 days, try replacing that with something that gives your mind actual rest in space. Reading, going to bed earlier, walking outside while letting your thoughts run. Walk for an hour and simply think about who you want to become, what you want to build, what kind of man you are working toward. You will be surprised how different and how much more restorative that kind of rest actually is. The third thing to remove is porn, which connects directly to everything we discussed about abstinence and masculine energy. Remove it completely. And alongside it, remove the habit of chasing the obsessive thinking about what some girl thought of you, the endless, low-level mental noise around women. These 21 days are a journey inward. Your energy belongs to your mission. The fourth thing to remove is alcohol and anything else that alters your state, softens reality, or gives your brain an artificial reward. Cut it out entirely for 21 days. Not forever necessarily, but for this period. Experience what it feels like to operate on a completely clean system. Now let's talk about what you add. The first thing to add is daily physical training. This is the day we introduce workouts into the system. Whether you follow the workout program from proper apps, videos, or create your own, push-ups, squats, pull-ups, running, whatever format works for you, physical training must become a non-negotiable daily or near-daily practice. Your body and your mind are not separate. When your body is being trained, your mental energy, your confidence, and your sense of momentum all rise with it. Don't skip this. The second thing to add is a spiritual practice. This could be 10 minutes of meditation in the morning, journaling, reading something that grounds and challenges you philosophically or spiritually, or simply sitting in silence and reflecting before your day begins. For me personally, the first thing I do every morning is read the Bible. That anchors me. For you, it might be something different, but the function is the same. It orients you, it connects you to something larger than the immediate noise of the day, and it gives you a foundation to operate from. Even 10 minutes of writing down where you are in life right now, what you want, what you are moving away from, and what you are moving toward can be profoundly clarifying. Try it for 21 days and see what surfaces. So this is what 4Men Mastery Mode looks like in full. You remove social media, entertainment, video games, porn, the chasing mindset, and alcohol. You add daily training and a morning spiritual practice. You hold your sexual energy and channel it into your mission. You give yourself 21 consecutive days without the usual breaks, distractions, and resets that have been keeping you in a cycle of one step forward, one step back. Now, I want to be honest with you. You won't live in this exact mode forever, and that's not the goal. The goal is to experience, perhaps for the first time in your life, what it actually feels like to operate at full capacity, with real focus, real discipline, real energy, and real clarity about what you want. Because once you feel that, you will want to return to it. Most of what we're discussing here, you'll find yourself wanting to keep permanently, not because you forced yourself, but because the difference in how you feel and what you are able to achieve is simply too significant to give up. You came here because you want to transform your life. This mode is the environment that makes that transformation possible at full speed. Think of it this way. Everything we cover in the 4Men Mastery, every tool, every lesson, every shift in mindset, lands differently when your mind is clear, your energy is high, your focus is sharp, and there is nothing constantly pulling you away from doing the work. The same lesson that might take days to sink in under normal conditions can hit immediately and change your behavior the same day when you are operating in this mode. That is the multiplier effect. That is why I say this can double, triple, or even increase your results tenfold over these 21 days. So let's accept the challenge. I am with you in this. It is time to step into the 4Men Mastery, claim your freedom, and start living the life you've been working toward on your own terms, by your own rules. Let's go.